Guys, make sure you're tuning in every Monday through Friday at 7:30 Eastern Time PM to the Sneak and Geek Live, where you can interact with me and my audience on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. All right, I look forward to seeing you there.
That I'm an answer if you ain't mine. Even if you call me up.
Before we get into the next story, guys, engagement all week long. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're dropping a comment. Let me know what state you are watching from in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out. I'm gonna start giving shout outs in the show. So, whether you are commenting on this video on demand, or you're commenting live, I'm gonna start giving shout outs. So your name will be there. Just let me know what state you're watching from, and you know what you think about the content, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's check in on Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, let's check in on Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy's Volume 3 had Marvel's fourth best sophomore weekend. Marvel Studios scored its fourth best sophomore weekend hold in North America with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's 49% dip over Mother's Day weekend. The $60 million domestic box office and huge $92 million international ticket sales lifted the final installment of James Gunn's sci-fi superhero series to $528 million worldwide. Only the MCU's Black Panther at 44%, Thor at 47%, and Iron Man at 48% had smaller second weekend declines. So that, guys, this is huge because it wasn't looking good for Guardians in the first week. And now they are over 528 million worldwide when Ant-Man didn't even make 500 million. And they did it in 2 weeks. For one, that shows you that content is king. People care about your content being good. For two, that shows. Notice there was no woke politics in this movie. People keep trying to say this and that about Peter, but stop it. You're reaching. And it also shows what I've been telling y'all for weeks. You know, shout out to my friends over at Clownfish TV who have been trying to preach that, oh, it's superhero fatigue, it's Marvel fatigue. It's not fatigue. The only fatigue here is bad content. People aren't getting tired of Marvel. They're getting tired of bad content. And so I told y'all that word of mouth would spread and people would go and see this movie. And it's working. Now, they finna have some stiff competition coming up. This week, you got Fast 10 coming up, which we finna get into in a minute. And then the following week, they got Little Mermaid, which we also finna get into in a minute. So, we know they're good. What it got going for it is we know Guardians is a good movie. We're talking, I'm not gonna go as far as say cinematic masterpiece, but Guardians was amazing to me. I think it's people trying to downplay it. I feel like there's a lot of pessimistic people who don't want to give Marvel or Disney any sort of credit whatsoever. I get that. I understand that. But I got to be objective regardless of how much I'm against a certain company or agenda. Remember, I told y'all, Wednesday was a really good show, but it had a lot of feminist propaganda in it. But it was a good show. And so it deserved your view. I will always be objective. But so hopefully Guardians will continue to have legs. But it's because it's mainly to show Disney that this is what we like. Good fucking content. Not the woke garbage that y'all been putting out. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and move on. That was our daily check-in on Guardians. And congratulations, James Gunn. going on to DC. Wish you the best of luck. Apparently, Marvel didn't see your how do you say, your value. Because if I was Kevin Feige, I would have been pulling out the Brinks truck to bring you back. But Marvel believes they're bigger than what they actually are. So let's go ahead and get into the next story.
Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.